Welcome to Unhinged with A&M. My name is Ari.
My name's Miranda.
Welcome back to part 2 of our college days episode.
So, Miranda yapped a lot
It's fine.
in the last episode.
It's fine.
Apparently I had a lot to say, guys.
You really did.
So, for this episode, I'm gonna let Ari do the talking.
Hey, you still get to jab me when I'm stupid and we get to laugh together. It's fine.
So, your college experience.
Was a lot more tame.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I definitely, if I met you in college, I don't think we would have been friends. I'm gonna tell you that.
Probably not.
Because, you seemed like a wild child, and I was like, get away from them.
It was an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of it also had to do with the fact that I was single and, figuring myself out.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then, things tamed down again when I got into another relationship.
Yeah.
But also, I was fucking depressed. But, it is what
death
it
and
is.
stuff, whatever.
Yeah, people died.
It's fine.
Fucking happens.
Review episode 1, part 1 of this mini segment. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay, so freshman year, I am hung up on this dining hall guy. I'm just going to name him Jay because that's easier than dining hall guy.
Fair.
So there's Jay and best friends, also named D. That happens.
The one you could have Eiffel Towered with.
I could have
right?
Eiffel. Oh, Jay was so handsome. He's still so handsome. Why? Let that got away, guys. Okay, so freshman year of dining hall, the best. Loved it. I had a lot of friends. Still am very much friends with those people to this day.
Good.
And then I came back home for the summer and I worked at a different dining hall, and then I went back to Colorado Springs. And in that time, a lot of change happened.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, hey, Ari, so back up a minute. I was student manager already at this point. I was student manager after my first semester. Also kind of like you because it was so good.
Yeah,
I played Diner Dash in the dish pit. What did you expect from me?
Yeah.
And so me came back and they're like, Ari, you're going to be the manager. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, we're moving everybody. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And they're like, oh, yeah, your supervisor, the one that's in transition, they're going to the other dining hall on campus because we had the lodge and then we had the Forks.
Okay.
And so they're like, we're moving people from the lodge to the Forks. And I was like, okay. And so they're like, yeah, we're moving your main supervisor, your adult dining hall person. And they're like, and then we're also going to move Jay there. And I'm like, what the hell? No. Like, my bad kitty. What do you mean? And so they're like, yeah, we're moving Jay. And this is all you. And so and so and so and so. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's still going to be great, right? It wasn't.
Oh, no.
You know, it's always that first year. You're like, this is the most amazing.
Yeah.
The second year, you're like, fuck me and my life.
I feel that.
I hated it. And so I came back and I was trying to be optimistic and I was training all the new people and I was being awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then life sucked.
Fair.
So my stomach issues were worse. Were getting worse.
No.
So ultimately, by the end of my freshman year, I had a procedure where they put a tube down my stomach, and they're like, we don't see anything wrong, but since this is still an issue, we're thinking you might have a bacterial infection in your stomach.
Oh, no.
Because you have the good kind of bacteria that breaks stuff down, and then you have the bad kind of bacteria. And they're thinking, here's the kicker, it's from food not being stored properly.
I know where this is going.
Yeah, so my lovely first job that I absolutely adored, it's dining hall, and it's set up buffet style.
Yeah.
So where food is left under heating lamps for prolonged periods of amount of time, where bacteria just tends to grow and fester, and that ultimately became my downfall.
Oh, no.
So I got on medication. I was like, thank God. I called up D because me and him were still BFFs, apparently. And I was like, hey, I need you to take me to a doctor's appointment and I need to get this medication. He's like, I got you. this is how I realized that D liked me.
Oh.
It wasn't like anything up until that point. It was this point. So he drove me to get my medication, and I'm dry heaving like because of this medication, and I'm like, this is terrible. This guy goes behind me and holds my hair back as I'm heaving into the grass of a First Bank parking lot.
That's such a specific location.
I remember it because I was like, this isn't normal. This is like a couple thing. What is going on? And I'm like, then I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, oh, it only took me a year. It's fine. It's fine.
It's because you were in love with
Jay.
Jay.
He was so hot. Oh my God. So D takes me back to my dorm. Actually, so sophomore year, I moved into student housing because you have dorm rooms in first year. And sophomore year, you either choose to be in the apartments, which I didn't want to do because they were like an extra limb, Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. But student apartments, like, you still have your own bathroom, you still have your own bedroom, and then you actually have a kitchen like you would a normal apartment. So
kind of like a suite.
Yeah, kind of like a suite. I still had a roommate, 2 roommates. I had one psycho roommate.
Oh.
I might dive into her story because that was interesting. And it's a lot less crazy than I think your friendships one. And then
that's a teaser for later.
That's
guys.
a teaser later.
Anyways.
And then I still had my friend that was my original friend roommate, and she lived upstairs with her boyfriend who she met second day of freshman year.
Okay.
And they were dating, I think, on day 3.
Cute.
So cute. They're married now.
Oh, okay. Actually,
love
that's
it.
Really cute.
It was really cute. Very concerning at the beginning. I'm like, ooh, you already have hickeys. We're in our first week of school.
Listen, college experience, man.
That's the college experience, man. So he drops me off at my my townhome, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I really need something different. I want a relationship this year. This is gonna happen. I put it into the universe. I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah.
Months down the line, I meet narcissistic X, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
But this guy, D, I'm like, okay, I'm probably getting my, like, timeline skewed. I'm pretty sure this probably was the end of my freshman year.
Okay.
Because he had his own apartment. And I was like, oh, let's hang out. And, like, he had a Switch. And I'm like, let's play Switch games. I'm a gamer girl. Let's go. And at one point, like, he was flirting with me. And I didn't know that. Like, I was like, this guy's fun. Let's go. And at one point, I think he grabbed something from me. And he puts it, like, on the top of his pants that very much had a tent. And I'm like, I'm not even going to try it. Like, this happened once in, like, high school where, like, a kid was like, tee-hee, I'm going to put it right here. And I didn't touch it.
No.
Like, I thought it was just a weird teaser thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not touching it. Like, ha ha. Like, not even realizing, yes, his pants is very much tinted.
Yep.
I am the only one in the apartment with him. Why did I not realize I was the reason?
Really pop.
Yeah. And, like, I also actively cuddled with him on the couch.
Girl.
Because, like...
And you were like,
okay.
we're just friends.
Exactly.
Oh, my gosh. We're such good friends. He's so nice, honey.
But the problem is, like, I'm a very touchy-feely person.
Yeah.
Like, I've toned that down so much because of medication. But, like, if I could just cuddle with someone with no strings attached, I probably would.
Fair.
But, like, also... strings are always attached to cuddling.
Yeah.
Like, no one just doesn't cuddle without being, like, feelings.
If you cuddled with him, he 100% thought that you were on the same page as him.
Yeah, 100%.
Oopsies.
Nope. Hey, silly him. No, that wasn't happening, my friend.
He thought it was happening.
He thought it was.
Clearly.
Honestly, like, and then fast forward, like, 6 months later, I was like, I would text him, and I'm like, I wonder, would you have reacted? And I texted this. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid.
Honey.
I texted this. What would you have done if I kissed you in that moment?
Girl.
And he was like, I would have kissed you back. Oh, my God.
Bestie.
Yeah.
And you weren't interested in him?
No.
Like girl. So why are you texting him asking him about kissing?
Because I was horny and I wanted to know if he would have kissed back.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Would you have hooked up with him, though?
No.
Okay, then, bestie.
Yes and no. It's complicated. This is the problem with these D's. These you know, okay, both my situationship and this guy have the same first name. Both start with D. Neither of them I would, but I wouldn't want to hook up with even now.
Yeah.
It's very conflicting. I have updates on that, by the way. Yeah. We'll get back to it.
Girl, you have my phone number.
I text you sometimes. Hey, it's been a wild week, okay?
That's fair. We'll come back to this.
We'll come back to this. So, don't give me that eye. So, I am, like, completely oblivious to D. And I'm like, it's not happening, whatever. I need to find someone else. So, I start hanging out with, remember how you mentioned your RM last episode? Not RM. What's that person that's, like, who's in charge of your...
RA?
RA. I was so close.
RA.
I was best friends with my RA at the time.
Cute.
So, like, we hung out, and she was like, I have this guy. And that ended up being narcissistic ex.
Yeah.
So, like, that's how that relationship went down. But going back into my college days. So, sophomore year was very much exploring that, moving way too fast in that relationship. Yeah. But ultimately, it was like a very consistent, I got through college, getting things done. And then my junior year, I had my first existential crisis of, I'm in a general arts degree. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm scared.
Valid. And like, I have a feeling it's probably very similar to you as it was for me being an English major. You tell people what you're studying, and they're like,
what are you going to do with that?
So what do you even do with that? Yeah.
So I also got you're going to be an art teacher. I'm not going to be an art teacher. Yep. No.
That's, Yeah. For art, any, like, art, like, general arts or liberal arts majors, that's always what it is. Like, oh, so you're going to teach?
No. I don't want to teach. Yeah. And I would tell people, like, people voted me as most likely to be a teacher at the end of my high school career.
The irony for us both.
I know. I don't want to be a teacher.
We're not teachers.
We're not teachers.
Yes,
we're paraprofessionals.
Well, you're a counseling assistant now.
Yeah. Look at me.
I'm a para, and yes, do I like tutor my kids in their classes?
But you don't teach them.
But I'm not a teacher.
No.
Anyways.
Like, you people who thought it'd be different. Shut up. So like I went about my schooling, and I explored like different programs along with like general art education, not art education, but general arts degree. And they built this like brand spanking new building too at UCCS, and I was like one of the first classes, and I'm like, look at, they made that building for me. Spoiler alert, no they didn't.
Oh no. Because
like even though it's called the arts building, we didn't actually do art in it. It was to present, like there was galleries and performing arts. That was it.
Interesting. Okay.
So not art, really. Yeah. Like our actual art class was basically in a shipping container added on to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our program, not prioritized, but people still went there and people still liked it. And then COVID hit.
Oh, lovely.
Love it. COVID. So I remember when I was getting the news, like in March. Yeah. Like early March, because it was like mid-March when they like closed stuff down, right?
With like, I don't know how it was for you, but UNC went on spring break. And then
we never came back.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you're going to have like an extra week of spring break, and then we'll be back. And then we never were.
Yeah, I remember that. And I actually took a picture on my Instagram, and it was like one of the very few pictures I ever took on my Instagram. It was like of my feet, like, tee-hee, I wonder how the world's going to be in a few weeks. The foreshadowing. But
anyways.
Yeah, so we went on our extended break, and I got uber depressed.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, legitimately, that was the first moment I ever had suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, it was scary. And so they're like, we need you back home. My mom convinced me to move back. I'm like, fine. So I took a 6-month sabbatical pretty much. Of like, I took a semester off just to recalibrate myself. And I was like, I need to get back to Colorado Springs. I want to pursue my art degree. I want this. I want this. I want this. So after 6 months of moving back in Greeley with boyfriend.
Okay, but so you guys were still together?
We were still together.
Okay.
We moved back to Colorado Springs together. And, it was like slow goings of, we're still in the midst of COVID. I'm still trying to do art, even though art you really have to be in person for.
Yeah.
It's hard to be like, oh, yeah, look at the ridge lines of this piece. You can't do that on a screen.
No.
It's hard. And it was so hard. And so we're going through those motions. And then I get hit with my first dose of reality, too, of suicide.
Yeah.
So my best friend's brother, he killed himself here in Greeley. And it was so hard because this guy went to the military. And the hardest part for me was that I actually liked him. Like, crushed on him, like, hardcore. Never told her this. Hey, bestie, if you're hearing this, sorry, let you know I crushed on your dead brother. My bad. But I really liked this guy, and it tore me apart. And it was like a Facebook post that I found out, and I was devastated because I loved this guy. Not loved him, but like, I really liked him. And so I was thrown on another depressive reign, and I was living with my Ari at the time and her boyfriend was a jerk. Like, motherfuckers don't it still gets me heated. Because so I would be flirting with my boyfriend in the kitchen, and then he would come out in a huff and be like, hey, I just have a fight with your friend and I'm not happy right now.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, why? You guys need to be quiet. This is our place too.
Yeah.
We pay rent. Like, what do you mean? And then he would get upset with me because I wasn't working and I wouldn't do the dishes as fast as someone who'd be home full time.
Okay.
Yeah. Men are jerks.
Yes. Correct.
No, you have thoughts. Say those thoughts.
It's just, women belong in the kitchen doing the dishes.
Obviously.
Right? Yeah. I can relate heavy, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So this jerk, I'm like, I can't live with this guy anymore. I can't live with these people. And so I convince my boyfriend at the time, I'm like, we need our own place. Yeah. Like, let's go. And so we move into our own place. And then I'm still like chipping away at school. And we're like in the lull of summer of like, I'm still working, but I'm also still trying to, get my ducks in an order. And I'm like, I have this motivation again. I'm like, that was the first time I was on medication.
Okay.
For like anxiety and depression. And like, it was legitimately working because like I saw forward momentum outside of school of, yes, I want to create for me. Yes, I want to make a YouTube video. Yes, I want to do this, and that. And I found out my great-grandpa was going to be on his deathbed.
Oh, no.
And I was like, and it was around Christmas time too, so I'm so devastated. And then the whole thing with narcissistic ex happened.
Yep.
And I'm devastated. And my family, bless them, I love my family. They did an emergency move out with me to move me back to Greeley.
Oh.
So they packed up all my stuff. Even as during the whole moving process, like I wasn't grieving.
Yeah.
But as I was taking my final steps out of the apartment, I broke down.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like, even like the moment he broke up with me, I looked around our apartment and I'm like, this is all going away. And I'm like, that was hard.
Yeah.
And it was my first heartbreak ever. It's been my only heartbreak since. And so, reliving those emotions, like I would sleep in my parents' bedrooms, like in the days after, and like I was so depressed. And because this is the one solace that came from COVID, is that I tried to drop out of all my classes because we were starting to be out of in person, but there was still plenty of like hybrid, mostly online courses I could take.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want to finish my degree, So I was like, I'm going to go to UNC, like this is going to be fine. And they're like, it's too late for you to apply to UNC. It's January. Classes have already started. Like, you can't come back or you can't come to us. It's too late for this semester.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I will continue taking online courses at UCCS and I will be in the midst of transferring to UNC come the fall. And so that's what I did. And in that time, like, I was also very much, like, within my own island of things. Like, all my friends that I had made were in Colorado Springs. I was in an active D&D campaign with other friends. But when it comes to, like, acting out things, like, I get in character, It's, like, it's such a fun thing to be like, shut up, I don't care about you anymore, Not like that, but, like, legitimately in character. And for that point, like, apparently I was too in character at one point because they said, you're too emotional, you need to figure out your own stuff, and they kicked me out of the group.
What?
It was, like, a month after I got my heart broken, too.
Girly pop, it's awful.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah, and so I was like, ugh. It was, like, one thing after the other.
Yeah.
And, like, also on top of, I never properly got to grieve my great-grandpa because that coincided.
Everything else going on,
Hard. So it was very much like I need to find myself. I was off medication for a bit and I got back on. And I was like, okay, I need friendship. I need to figure out something, And so I go on Bumble because Bumble you could do a friendship app thing.
I did that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I found this one girl. Oh, she was weird.
Oh, no.
She was so weird. Like, at first she seemed normal.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, yeah, my friend that I probably should cut off is back in town. And I'm like, why do you need to cut her off? Oh, yeah, we do some, like, not so good things sometimes. And I'm like, okay. And she goes on to be like, oh, yeah, Ari, I hung out with my friend. I'm like, what'd you do? She's like, oh, we, like, went and got drunk and then hung out by the stream and, like, pulled our pants down and peed by the stream in the middle of the night.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like...
Why is she telling you all of
Because we're
this?
best friends now, apparently.
Because you guys... Have you even, like, met her in person?
Yeah, I met her a few times, but she told me that after saying, I'm going to cut off this friend, then proceeded to do that.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to cut off this friendship.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like, that's not, like, the wildest thing she could have done. But, like, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It wasn't, yeah, don't like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I skipped over my psycho roommate story.
Oh.
My bad.
Well, continue.
Oh, so.
Go on.
Season 2. Oh, yes. My sophomore year. So I'm living with this girl. Never met her beforehand.
Yeah.
Seemed fine. It was very much obvious that this girl came from a life of privilege.
Okay.
'Cause she didn't know how to start the dishwasher.
Okay.
You know, and like, I get buttons. I get it. No, she put dish soap in the dishwasher. And then she would go around being very, very confused. On like, she was like, I don't know why it keeps overfilling with bubbles. She did this twice before we realized what was going on.
Oh, no.
And like, this extended to her doing the dishes. She had a cat, which at the time, actually, I wasn't allergic to cats.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know, man. It was in my stuff and everything. Like, I actually legitimately lived with a cat. For those who don't know, I am allergic to cats right now.
But you didn't used to be?
I didn't used to be.
Girl.
No, like, this cat legitimately would sleep in my clothes, and I would be fine. I don't know why.
You're allergic to cats now to spite me.
Yeah. Apparently.
For those who don't know, I have 2 cats, and it's really hard.
I'm sorry. Love you.
Whatever.
Anyway. So she had this cat, and it was fine. He would eat my my, not orchids. What did I have? Lucky bamboo plants.
I was about to say orchids are like incredibly toxic to cats.
Yeah, no.
They were not.
No, they were not. My grandma currently has a lot of orchids, and that's why it came to mind.
Fair.
But no, so it ate my lucky bamboo plants, and I was like, whatever. So I started closing my door.
Yeah.
But this roommate would not manage anything successfully, including her cat. This is a running theme. She got a dog.
Okay.
And it's not just like a puppy. No, this is a shelter dog.
Oh.
With high needs.
Oh no.
Yeah. So she brought it home.
Did she consult you first before bringing? She just brought the dog home.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so one time, the dog screaming bloody murder in its cage, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because she wasn't home. So I go to her room and I open it. Poop everywhere.
Oh no.
So, like, I take the dog out, we hose it off. I'm like, this poor dog, and I take the whole cage out, and I'm like, you have to deal with this girl. Like, but I did my best.
Yeah.
And she was very thankful after, and I'm like, cool. This happened multiple times.
Oh no.
And
was she like not taking the dog out to use the bathroom?
Well, like so when you get a dog, there's the rule of 3 plans. So the first 3 days, the first 3 weeks, and the first 3 months. The first 3 days, high anxiety.
Yeah.
The dog needs the most attention.
Yeah.
She didn't do that. 3 weeks, this dog continuously doesn't have enough attention to be trained to go outside, and would have the most explosive diarrhea you can think of.
Poor baby.
And it was like, this is insane. Like, I can't believe. And I was like, okay, whatever. So dealing with her cat eating my plants. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then one day, like one does, sleeping, I hear a scream.
Oh no.
And I'm like, what the hell happened? So I go and I open her door, and she's bleeding on the floor. And I'm like, what is going on? And she's shaking like a horror movie.
Yeah.
And she says, help me. And I'm like, I look down, and there's a razor blade. She cut herself. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. This is horrifying. So I run upstairs, and I knock on my friend's door, and I'm like, something is going on with our roommate. You need help. She runs down, and her friend, who definitely wanted to be more than friends, is banging on her window. He's like, help her, help her. Oh, wait, sorry. He shattered the window. That's what woke me up.
Oh, my God.
He banged so hard on this 2-glass window that it shattered. And he's yelling at us like, hey, you need to help her. You need to help her. And I'm like, what the heck is kind of... So my friend, level head through all this. I'm like, you need to be in like some sort of like hospital to help the psychos. Because like she comes over, brings paper towels, is holding on like on pressure. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Do we let him in? And this girl screams. She's like, don't let him in. Don't let him in. And I'm like, is he hurting you? Like, what is going on? And so I let my friend handle the situation because I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what to do. And so she's like, yeah, like they had an argument, and she kicked him out, and she was threatening to kill herself. Something of that. And I'm like, what the hell?
Wow.
And so ultimately we decide to let him in, even though he just shattered her window. And I think they went to the hospital because she was cutting herself, and then that was it.
That was it?
That was that. And the next day, like, everything seemed like it didn't happen besides reporting to the office. Yeah, she has a shattered window. No one talked about it since.
What? You guys just
threw it under the rug.
All moved on with your...
Apparently. Me and my friend were like, do we do anything? Like, is there more for us to... She's like, I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, at one point I was like, do we call the ambulance? Like,
yeah.
We didn't know.
Did you... How much longer did you end up living with this girl?
So this is when my boyfriend at the time got kicked out of his place.
Okay.
And so we had to rush move. And so I was only with that girl for like 6 months.
Okay.
And then me and him got a different place with a different couple.
So it sounds like when you were in college, it was constantly like emergency moving.
Yeah.
That's stressful.
It is. Which is why I'm never in a rush to move anymore.
Yeah. Girl, no wonder why you were depressed.
Yeah.
That's traumatizing.
That was traumatizing.
That is so traumatizing.
You know, I don't think about it that often, though.
Bestie. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry.
Compared to everything else that happened that year.
That wasn't the worst?
No, that was probably the worst. But, like, the rapid moving and, like... And just... I probably, now that I say it out loud, I probably should be more concerned about that.
I mean, the fact that you were like, yeah, and that was it.
And
I'm
it.
over here, like, jaw, like, you guys can't see me. I'm over here, like, jaw on the table, absolutely perplexed as she's giving me this story. And she goes, and yeah, that was it. Girl.
I mean... So you know, like in our line of expertise of working with teenagers, like that's nothing. I dealt with a suicidal person firsthand. It's fine.
You were like actively watching this. Okay.
To be fair, I didn't actively watch her cut herself. I just saw her bleeding out on the floor.
And that's not any better.
It was fine. And then, so my friend who still lived with her for like about another 6 months later.
Yeah.
And then her dog, again, had explosive diarrhea.
Yeah.
And so my friend, bless her heart, cleaned the dog up, like fully washed the poor baby. And then the same psycho roommate was like, how dare you wash my dog? That was not your responsibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did this lady end up, like, keeping the dog forever?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that poor puppy.
Yeah, both the dog and cat.
That poor puppy and that poor kitty.
And then my friend moved out, and we never heard from her ever since.
Good.
So, I don't know.
That is...
Yeah.
Wow.
So... That's my psycho roommate story.
My God.
You're welcome. Anyways.
And would you say that was like the pinnacle of your college experience was the roommate stuff?
Okay, roommate 1 in my freshman year, I would be dying in the toilet and she would not check up on me.
Rude.
I was like, that's fine. Roommate 2 did that. Was like a roommate. Roommate 3, she was very nice. She has 2 kids now. I love her.
But that was roommate 3. That was when you were living with narcissistic ex too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But roommate 3 was still like within student housing, and it was with like a guy and a girl, and like we never met them prior, and they were just like super sweet. But she was stable, and he was stable, and it was nice.
Good. We like stability.
We love stability. And I would have taken them in a heartbeat over psycho roommate.
No, duh. When you moved back to Greeley and you went to UNC, did you just live with your parents?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, the official timeline, because I realize it's confusing because of how many times I've moved.
Yeah.
I would go to, okay, so I moved to UCCC.
Okay.
And then I moved home for the summer because didn't have housing for the summer. Moved back to Colorado Springs, psycho roommate that sophomore year. Moved 6 months later in still sophomore year with another sets of nice couple. Got super depressed. Moved home for that 6-month semester. Moved back to Colorado Springs with my RA friend and her boyfriend. Me and boyfriend moved into our own place in Colorado Springs. He broke my heart and broke up with me. Moved back home to Colorado in Greeley.
Colorado and Greeley?
Colorado and Greeley.
Yeah.
And then I've been here ever since.
I feel like I've moved a lot, but not necessarily for like
that rapid timeline
reasons. Well, so I moved from home into the dorms freshman year of college, and then I moved back to the dorms. So I moved from home to dorms, dorms to home, home to dorms, dorms to my first apartment. And like that roommate that I had, she was awful, and that's a story for another episode. But then I moved back home again after that for the summer. My parents bought a house in Greeley to rent out, and so I moved into there, and I lived there for 2 years. But then I moved. COVID happened, and my parents had to sell the house, and I had to move back home with them for a little bit for that summer, which was, I hated living back at home because I've been not living with my parents for so long, and then I had to go live with them again. And like, even if you have a good relationship with your parents, that's hard.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and then I moved back from their home to another apartment with my then boyfriend and one of my best friends, into these disgusting cheap apartments here in Greeley. They were disgusting. We ended up leaving that place early to move into another apartment, so it was just my boyfriend and I at the time. We moved from that disgusting apartment into our own apartment, just us two. We broke up near-ish the end of our lease. And then I moved into my last apartment, and I lived there for 3 years. And then I moved into the apartment that I'm living in now, and now I'm moving again.
I'm so glad this episode was recorded because I lost you like halfway through that explanation.
That's fair. I got kind of lost in the middle of the explanation. But it was a lot of moving for me too, but not anything like
that rapid succession.
That rapid, where it's like jumping from place to place 6 months apart from each other. Sounds stressful. I
have never been in one place for a year until I moved back to Greeley fully.
Crazy.
So, okay, so after psycho roommate, after boyfriend, narcissistic ex, I'm back home at UNC. And I meet this girl on Bumble. No bueno. Don't like her. Through one of my school projects, I had like a poetry and a journalism project. And so I was reaching out to old friends from high school. So I reached out to one of my friends. I nicknamed them Ruby, so I'm going to, even though it's a guy.
Okay.
So I'm going to use their nickname Ruby. So I reach out to Ruby, and I love Ruby. Ruby and I have we always sat next to each other when it comes to like state testing and stuff. Like their name is like right next to mine on the alphabet. So like I very much admired my friend and was so happy to reunite with him. And he was like, hey, I have a D&D group if you want to join. And I'm like, I would love to join a D&D group since my last one kicked me out. Like, this is great. And so through that introduction, like, I got introduced to a lot of other groups of people. And I started an actual friend group for the first time since moving back.
Cute.
And so I was like, I love this. I can't believe it. And so after we started connecting. We're like, oh my gosh, let's do a podcast. And so we started a podcast, and I think they're still going now.
I wasn't your first podcast.
No, I'm sorry, bestie. You were my first one-on-one podcast, but this was Dungeons and Dragons. It's not like my actual life.
I knew about that.
Definitely did.
I did. Okay.
So we started this Dungeons and Dragons podcast. I still think they're going. We had like a disagreement falling out, which it's fine. I still love them and I still care about them, but they're continuing that podcast. So if you guys want to listen to it, Loaded Magic. Shout out. I think I'm up to like 100 episodes in that podcast with them.
Okay.
Until I had like a sort of falling out, which, we all have our disagreements. We all grow apart in some ways. Also, my life was also getting hectic, and
fair.
I didn't look forward to D&D as much as I used to, you know? So I was like, this is a fine time to break because my character's story arc ended at that point, and I'm like, for my character themselves, nothing more has to be done.
Yeah.
Like, what needed to be done has been done. So it's fine. And so they're like, oh, yeah, we'll reach out again about maybe another podcast. Still haven't heard anything, but hopefully Monday I'll hear from them. But it's fine. I love them still.
Good.
So I have D&D with them for like a few years straight. And then I go to UNC full time in the fall. So everyone is coming back. We're still wearing our masks. And I meet our friend, kind of ish, but my primary friend. And I hit it off with her, and like we're going to college classes together. And I also was this is also like when I got out of my existential crisis officially, because I, in art, you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. But when I transferred over to UNC, they're like, oh, yeah, you could still be a general arts major, or we have a graphic design program. And as I was coming back into the person I wanted to be during my high of I know who I want to be while I was with X for the while, I was like, I was already going towards graphic design-ish stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's go for it. So I went to the graphic design program. A lot of phenomenal people, and a lot of people came back the way I did as well. COVID hit. We don't say, like, it's worth it to be in school right now. We're going to take a few months off, and then we'll come back and be stronger than ever. And everybody was of that same mind.
I love that.
So all of us were like, oh, yeah, we should have graduated already, but it's fine. We're here. And so my UNC group was, artists are the funniest and the most caring and charismatic people you'll ever meet. And so I started my own group of like with these friends of like, oh, here's some positive environments. Like your experience of UNC and all these cliques is so different from mine, because we're all like, yeah, it's a good life tonight.
And here I'm at the dining hall being like, I don't fucking care if you have school. You better be at work tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Sorry, tangent.
Yeah,
the day that I quit my job at UNC, so like I took like a break from the job for a little bit. Like I took like a semester, like not a full like semester off from the dining hall, but I did take a small break because I had a falling out with one of the supervisors. I had another death. I was just really depressed. I was like, I need to get back on track with school. So I took a break from the dining hall. And then I tried jumping back in that summer, and then I realized it sucked.
You realized how bad it was.
And then I had so many family members being like my grandparents are like, so why did you quit the dining hall? And my other family members are, because it was draining the life out of her. Like they could see.
They could tell.
They could tell that like the dining hall was literally like
the worst.
I almost failed out of school because of the dining hall.
Dang.
Yeah.
I hate that for you.
I hope the environment's better now. But when I worked at the dining hall at UNC, it was awful.
Yeah.
I really hope that it's better now.
Hopefully.
It's very different now from when I was there because it's now owned by like a third-party company and they run everything differently. So I hope it's a better environment.
Yeah, I hope so too. And then there was like my UNC experience was like, I love you, you love me, we're one big happy family. So
yeah, a lot of my professors I liked. Like they were good. Like the educational side of UNC I think was okay for me at least.
Yeah, I will counter that with no.
Oh.
Yeah. My professors at UCCS. Oh, I should go back to UCCS. Sorry, guys. I am all over the place when it comes to these stories. So not once, but twice within the same semester, I got a pity C.
Oh.
Yeah. So science class required no matter what, in whatever degree. I don't know why. I hate science. Yeah. I can't do science. And so one of my science teachers was like, you know what? If you put in the effort and I see genuinely you can't do it, which I get.
Yeah.
Science is not made for everybody. We could work on getting you a pity C. And I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah. And so he sees me like make so much effort in his stupid science class that I hated. Mm-hmm. And he was like, hey, hey, Ariana, can you meet me in my office? And I'm like, it's my pity C, guys. It's my pity C. Let's go. And so I showed up. He's like, I noticed that you've been putting all this effort. Are you going into a science degree? I'm like, no, I am an art major, man. Very much respectful, but like internal monologue. I'm an art major, man. Like, I'm not that. Fuck this, man. And he's like, I'll give you a pity C because you're not going to pass this class otherwise.
I mean, is it really a bad thing, though? Like,
no. I appreciate that professor.
I feel like he had your back with that.
He did.
You know, like, I definitely got some pity grades. It was more like a pity D.
Nah, I got a pity C.
But, like, I feel...
But if I would to be, like, an actual science major, I needed to have a B or higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the UCCS's.
Luckily, you weren't going to be
a science major. I just needed to pass the class.
What did you think about your professors at UNC, though?
Wait, I'm not done. My other pity C. Don't cut a line. Sorry. This guy was amazing. So I took, because, when you're in college and even in high school, you're like, I could do anything I set my mind to. So I took a game development class with coding.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So there's two ways to code. There's the regular, like, if else, blah, 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 blah. Or there's drag and drop. So this professor, he was like, we're going to teach you guys drag and drop, and then we'll go into coding. I'm like, I don't know what either of those mean. Okay, professor. So I learned the drag and drop method, and I'm like, I am doing okay at this.
Yeah.
Oh, this is also when another handsome guy sat by me. To be fair, I learned the method. Okay, so here, I know it's a little bit early, fam, for like my lesson for the episode, but this is my lesson. If there's an attractive guy and you want to talk to them, but not immediately on day one in a university class, sit by them. Just sit by them.
That's your assigned seat?
That's your assigned seat. Unofficial assigned seat, and you will be forced to talk to them at one point in the semester.
Smart.
So I did that. And, this guy was so handsome. Oh, I could not tell you his name or face right now. I just remember the feeling. I was so proud of myself. Anyways, so I sat by this guy, and this guy legitimately was a coder. And so I had to, like, tap on him and be like, I don't know what I'm doing. Help me. I could make you pixel art, whatever you need. Just help me with this stupid code. And so he did. He was legitimately my partner in crime. And I was like, thank you so much for giving me the grace. And so I got consistent, like, B's and C's in this class. But the final grade in the class, he was like, finish coding this program.
Oh, no.
And he meant actual coding.
Oh, no.
I only had one other project to actually code. And that was with a partner. I don't know how to code.
Oh, no.
I'm like, I know how to do drag and drop, and this doesn't, you're not asking for drag and drop this time. I don't know how to do this. And so I'm struggling. I am like, if else, I don't know why it's not working. I'm like dying over here. I'm like, help me, someone. And I turn to this partner. This is a final project. I shouldn't be asking anybody for help. I'd still turn to this guy. I'm like, I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. And he, bless his heart, I hopefully no professors ever listen to this episode. He sends me his code.
Oh my God.
This saint of a person sends me his code. I'm like, I love you so much. I thank you.
And you guys aren't getting married?
I don't even know his name anymore. I probably have to look up the old project files. But I part of me was like, this isn't my project. I'm only going to refer to it. I'm not going to look at every single line of code. And so I give up. I don't finish the project. I turn it in. This is a F project. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I legitimately, like, I could move left or right and up and down. I was supposed to do flips. I was supposed to do double jumps. I could not figure out how to do that code. And I said, fuck this. We are done. Because this is also when I'm doing the science class. I also don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, I already had my pity C in that class. And I'm like, I'll take the fail. I already had my pity C.
Fair.
I'll take the F. I turn it in. The professor emails me back. Hey, Ariana, you have nothing but A's and B's this whole time. And I'm like, yes. It was drag and drop this whole time. I couldn't do it. And he turns to me. I'm going to give you a pity C.
Oh.
Thank you. And so, 2 pity C's in a semester.
Yeah.
I'll take it. UNC.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. So, for the most part, solid professors.
Yeah.
So, round out to the story about my stomach. So eventually I found out it's not just a bacterial infection. The pain comes back. I shouldn't come back. I'm at home. I'm eating warm foods every single day. I shouldn't have this pain. So I go into the ER. You have gallstones, Ari. Oh, no. Please, no. They're like, your gallbladder is critically inflamed. You will end up in the ER if we don't get this removed tonight.
Oh, no.
Okay. Beginning of the semester. Okay. So I go and get the surgery. In a matter of a week from day one, I have the pain to the end of it. My only major surgery. And so I get out of it. And one of my professors, I'm in this metal workshop. And I tell my professor this. And he was like, oh, yeah, we'll figure it out. But I'm on the mend. And I'm still have days of just feeling terribly sick.
Yeah.
And this guy does new informational sessions each class session. And I'm like, I need to make those up. And he's like, no.
Oh.
What do you mean? No. I literally had surgery.
Yeah.
No.
Not my problem.
Not my problem.
Wow.
What the fuck, man?
Wow.
So I withdraw from the class because I'm like,
Valid.
Fuck this. So done with that one. And then they hired some new graphic design professors. This guy still works there, so anyone still at UNC, I'm sorry. This guy, not going to name drop him. Yeah, he's already terrible. So he has, what's it call it? That mental health, disorder. It starts with a P.
PTSD?
No. Where you, switch personalities.
Multiple personality disorder?
No. Starts with P.
I have no idea.
No. Someone's probably shouting out right now,
Schizophrenia?
Nope.
Nope, that's an S.
Nope.
I don't know.
Anyways, so this person has
if you know what she's talking about, drop it in the comments.
Drop it in the comments, guys. I'm sorry. So this person, he legitimately will not remember what I tell him after a conversation in the class prior. So this guy, he's like, oh yeah, here is your project. Follow the instructions. Fair. Okay, I got this. We present the project. Why'd you present it like this? 'Cause you asked us to? No, I didn't. Why did you present it like this? It literally said on your slideshow to present it like this. That's just an example. Why did you use my example to present it like this? What was your reason for doing this? Blasted you.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And this was every single project.
That's fucking annoying.
And he would gaslight you. Hey, I had legitimate concerns about this. What do you mean you have concerns about this? I literally wrote it out for you. Why are you why are you concerned about this? Well, last time we talked, that was last time. I don't see why you're so confused about this. Okay, can you write down word per word what you expect of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. But he asks, why'd you do it like this? We literally did what you asked of us. That was just a suggestion.
And he had put that one in writing.
Yeah. That was just a suggestion. I don't know why you listen to me like that.
You're the professor of the class.
Yeah.
What you say goes.
Yep.
Okay.
A whole semester on this. I've never gotten depressed by a certain professor in a certain class ever. But he also counted attendance. Legitimately called attendance because you would be failed if you missed 2 or more classes. So you had to show up. You had to be belittled.
Yeah.
And at the end of the at the end of the semester, he was like, what could I do differently? You could not be an asshole.
You could be better.
You could literally be better.
Don't be a dick.
And he was like, what do you mean? I thought we had a great rapport. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You literally told multiple people or multiple students, your step is crap.
Oh my God.
Why did you bring it to me? I don't know what this guy wanted. We still hate him to this day.
That's
every student that took
fair.
his class in my class still hates him to this day.
Fair. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very different college experiences.
But I'll give you one.
Okay.
So this last teacher, she was my final teacher in my college experience.
Yeah.
I didn't like her.
Fair.
Because she done things down to an offensive degree.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's not cool, you know? But okay, I could live with it, you know?
Yeah.
So I need one more class to pass because I withdrew from that other guy's assholes class.
Valid.
And I was like, this is my final class. I just need this. And so I talked to her and I'm like, hey, this is my final class. Could I wager to do these course expectations for me to graduate with my degree? She's like, yes. I'm like, cool. Love it. I showed up to every single class because it was my final class.
Yeah.
And knowing from past experiences, if I show up, and this is another lesson, if you show up to every class and put a genuine effort, your college professor will meet you halfway.
Yeah.
And so every single day I showed up. Even when other people ditched, I showed up. I got my final date wrong.
Oh, no.
I missed my final presentation.
Oh, no.
I was devastated. And I emailed her. And I'm like, I am so sorry. I had it put for Wednesday. Our final was Tuesday.
Oh, no.
And I found out Wednesday morning. And I nearly hyperventilated, freaked out. And I emailed and I'm like, and it was it was a review on our website.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I've done the work. Here, like, I've sent it to other professors to, like, review and give me their feedback on. I could give you their reviews to count towards my final presentation where I would have gotten other students' reviews. Could this count? Please, 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 please.
Yeah.
And she said yes.
Oh, bless her heart.
So, bless Anna from UNC. Like, legitimately, if it wasn't for her, I would not have graduated.
So you and I both had that.
Yeah.
Where, yeah, because that was my experience with my last professor. I was like, please just.
This is the last one.
This is the last thing I need. I know I don't necessarily. I felt like I didn't personally deserve it because I did ditch his class a lot, and I was depressed, and I was like, I know I probably don't deserve this, but. And, like, I think it helps because I had him as a professor in another class that I did really well in.
Yeah. So, like, he probably knew he had something in you.
Me, and then so shout out to him, too. He was good.
Yeah. So, yeah. And the thing was, too, is, like, I had already walked because I didn't know that withdrawal was going to hold me back the way it did.
Yeah.
So I had already walked with my class, and I had to finish up that final class in December of 23. Oh. So technically, still graduate of 23, but instead of May, I'm December.
Fair.
But, you know, I still got my diploma when I thought I did.
You got to walk.
I got to walk, and I got to walk with my friends, which was the best thing, too. Yeah. Sorry.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm over it.
No, you're not.
I am, though.
Are you?
Genuinely. Like, I'll always, like, be sad that I never got to walk because I was 5 years. Like, I, in the end, did not enjoy my college experience. And
that's fair.
There's a large part of me that sometimes regrets going to college because it was a shitty experience, and now I'm in a lot of debt. But, like, I still did the thing. So, like, it's something that I'm proud of, but I'm like, did I actually need to do all of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like this is a good closing statement. Yeah. Like, I'm glad I went to college.
Yeah.
Like, even though I went through my first heartbreak, like, I've grown so much, you know?
I will say a lot of all the shit that I went through in college, it's shaped me. Into the person. Like, I learned some really good lessons.
Yeah.
In college. Like, I lost a lot of people to death when I was in college, and that sucked.
Yeah.
And then I had some pretty toxic friendships.
But now you can identify them.
But now, yeah, I can easily pinpoint when, like, I know what energies that I will allow myself to accept in my life. So yeah, they're as shitty as college was for me, it set me up, I think, for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and that's same. That's the biggest experience I'd take from it too. Is like, even though you know me, there's still times where I'm painfully oblivious to advances. Yes. But I'm nowhere near as painfully oblivious as I was then.
Fair.
Like, if I was cuddling with a guy, I know now, oh yeah, we're going to hook up or something. Or, you know, if a guy is, like, very, you know, like, attentive to me in, like, ways that others wouldn't be. Like, Jimmy John's guy. You remember that?
Yeah.
So, a slight mini update. Not really. I went to Jimmy John's, and this guy was so attentive to me. I was like, sir! He was like, he got my grandmother's order, and he was like, and you? Oh. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not ordering anything. And he's like, oh, all good, all good. And so we go to the back of Jimmy John's waiting for our food, and he comes up and hands me the sandwich. I'm like, okay, Jimmy John's guy. Now,
you were pretty.
He thought I was pretty. But I see it now. I know the subtle signs. Poor golf guy will never know because I was so painfully oblivious.
Oh, unfortunate. Well, are we out of time?
Yeah, I definitely took up this whole episode. I'm really good. Thanks.
Wow, look at this. You got me, all of part 1, and then you got Ari, all of part 2. See, perfect trade-off.
A and M.
Well,
Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone.
To our college days.
College days.
Wild. Wow. Also, I never drank in college. I drank when I became of age. That was it.
Wow. I
am a goody two-shoes through and through. Nor have I smoked, ever.
Can't relate. I don't like getting high. I smoked a couple times in college and I hated the experience. But yeah.
Yeah.
I smoked hookah a lot in college.
No, I didn't.
But I didn't smoke weed, really. But yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Different college experiences. Now it's all on the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
To build off of next time.
Heck yeah. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. We will see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
All right.
Bye.